Hi all, this is Ashish Kyal here, and welcome to Elliott News channel by Wave Strategy Advisors. And I'm preponing this session instead of Friday to Thursday tomorrow, given the holiday. And this session, in this session, we are going to discuss what is going to be the trend over next week on Nifty, and what can be the trading strategy one can adopt, how Bollinger Bands can be applied and looked at on an hourly chart. So let me very quickly talk about what has happened so far in this week. Nifty, after forming a high around 9270 level, had moved lower in an overlapping fashion. There has been lack of momentum in the entire fall so far, where price have been drifting lower, and then in a single day in between mid of the week, there was a sharp recovery. However, after that again the price started drifting lower. So one important observation which is there is over past few months, each of the up move, if you check, has taken somewhere around 5-6 days. Each of the correction has taken somewhere around 6-7 days. So the correction and the up moves have been on an average lasting for around 6-7 trading sessions. And similarly, in the current move also, we can count those number of trading sessions. And currently, price are again arrived at a very important channel support on the downside. At the same time, there are time cycles as well, which are forming lows in over the next week. The detailed analysis on the time cycle is given in the daily research report published morning. So let me share across how the chart looks like on a daily scale for now on the screen. And you can also plot your charts from wavestrategy.com under the charts tab. You can go and plot any of the charts that you would like to see. So let me now share across my screen. So this is the chart of Nifty. Also on the right hand side, there is you can see various watch lists. If you click on that watch list, you will be able to see the sectors or that specific indices as well. So over here, you can see commodities, forex, bonds, and sectors. So if you go on sectors, you want to see Bank Nifty, you just click on Bank Nifty. The chart will automatically pop up in a separate window. Similarly for all the sectors over here. Otherwise, you can also search for charts over here. You can type in case you want to see for Infi. So if you go and type in Infi, which is Infosys, you can select Infosys NSE here, and you will be able to see Infosys chart traded on NSE or BSE, anyone. So that is how you can do that. For now, let's look at Nifty and the way price have been behaving over past few days and months. So after forming an important low near the zone of 7900 about a year back, Nifty has continued to rise in 2016 November. Nifty has continued to rise post that. However, for the first time, if you look at RSI plotted below, for the first time we are seeing some loss of momentum and negative divergence over here, because Nifty touched a fresh high at around 926470 levels, whereas I think the high was made at 9274 levels, and this high was below the prior high, and RSI has formed a lower high. So when we have a higher high on Nifty, RSI forming lower high, that's a negative divergence, which indicates that the momentum is definitely reducing on Nifty as of now. That's one important observation. But however, it does not mean that the price are going to sharply fall from here, because momentum indicators are only a warning sign. Price confirmation becomes extremely important. If I look at this channel, this trend line has been broken, which was retested again. And if you look at it, this trend line was retested here, and then prices are turning down. So there is a shift in the channel. So now this channel looks to be working well, and the close which happened in today's session has been exactly on the lower trend line over here. So this channel is going to be an important one, and we can by simple channel analysis also tells us that the momentum has been reducing as prices are drifting from a steeper angle channel to a less steeper channel. So that's a very important observation. So looking at this daily chart, the entire movement on upside is a triple corrective. The detailed Elliott wave count or Neo wave counts are given in the daily research report published morning. You can refer that. So over here, this has been in a triple corrective pattern, and prices are in now the third correction, which started from this point. So we have a move on the upside here, we have sideways, again a move on the upside, down. So each of these legs are, if you look at it, they have been consuming equal amount of time, more or less. So that is what I said, that the up moves have been consuming somewhere around 5-6 days, down move consuming around 6-7 days, and the current down move is already consumed now 6 days. So we are going to be very closely observing how the movement has been now over next 2 to 3 days. Okay, now let's move on and switch to the hourly chart to understand what has been happening, and if we can apply Bollinger Bands during such key junctures, because Bollinger Bands helps us to understand what are the important supports, what are the important resistance levels over short term as well as medium term in case you apply it on the daily chart. So let me open up the hourly chart and share across the screen of my software once again. Okay, so over here you can see how I've applied a channel. This is an hourly chart. I've applied a channel which is working very well. Always understand it is going to be a zone, it's not going to be a single point. So if you look at it and say, okay, now it's broken decisively, no, it's too soon to conclude that. We need to wait for a day or two more to confirm whether this channel is broken or not. Secondly, the Bollinger Band's price just closed at the lower end of the Bollinger Band or just breaching it. So the closing that has happened today is extremely important, and also the upper end worked brilliantly. So we have been showing in our short-term research update why this Bollinger Band should work, and we have marked the important resistance areas. Price reversed exactly from those resistance areas, took support exactly at the lower bands. So during such kind of a movement, if I zoom in, for a trader, what they have to do is they have to probably buy near the support, sell near the resistance. That is the ideal strategy, because what will happen, price will go down, drift down lower, but then it finds the support there, reverses back sharply on the upside, goes towards the resistance level, and then again drifts lower. That is how one should look at the current scenario, and trading strategy should be using the range bound methods, because in range bound methods RSI will come towards 30 levels, which we are seeing again now. Bollinger prices will come towards Bollinger and channel support, which we are seeing again, and then it tends to give some reversal signs. So going long on Monday, no, we have to wait for some positive confirmation. If we see a close above the high of this bar, so use an hourly bar technique. So if you see a close above the prior bar's high on an hourly scale, you can go long, keeping the low which is formed today as a stop loss. For the target, is the upper end of the Bollinger. So that is how a trading strategy can be defined. If price move up again towards the level of the upper end of the Bollinger and gives a negative close below the prior bar's low, so you have a bar confirmation, you have a band confirmation, and that is how you should be trading any kind of a stock or an index. And this is where wave X of the prior move ended. And this entire move, if you look, this was corrective up move, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, sixth wave, and seventh, which I think is going to come again on the upside. So this 7 waves pattern is known as a diametric pattern, because each legs are corrective in formation. There is an expansion in the middle, so we are expecting some contraction at the end. So if you see, this middle was an expansion, and now we can expect a contraction to happen. So it's a diamond shaped diametric pattern which is ongoing. The detailed internal counts of this diamond shaped diametric pattern you will be able to find in the morning research report that is published every day morning. And you can visit wavestrategy.com. Over there you can use those charting tools, plot your charts, share it across on the traders forum which is there, so that it can then be probably everyone can see what your view is and how you are looking at the markets. And in case you have any doubts or queries, you can post your comments or you can ask questions there. I'll be more than happy to respond back as and when possible. So the overall trend for Nifty, I am expecting to be drifting on the downside, but nevertheless the momentum is yet to be seen. Next week is going to be very crucial. If the important support levels are maintained, then we are expecting a pullback on the upside. But if the support levels give away, then probably the medium term reversal will ensue. So next week is going to be very, very important. Stay tuned. Keep reading the daily research report. You will get a lot of insights there. And any questions or doubts, please feel free to post it on the traders forum, or you can always write to us at helpdesk@wavestrategy.com or call us on 99-204-22202. I'll be more than happy to address your queries and doubts related to anything. And hope this session helped you to understand where we are right now. And Wish you all a very happy long weekend and the blissful week ahead. Thank you.